Hi there, it's Jason here from My Aircon Care. Hope you're having a great day. If you're watching this video, I've already spoken to you on the phone, or you may have gone to this video from Facebook itself. And I want to welcome you to the video. I thought I'd start this video off by just sort of showing you that I do know what I'm doing, and I've built My Aircon Care, which is what you're looking at right now, from the ground up. Started in about 2019, and we've had a lot of success over the years. We went through that whole COVID period and survived. We actually grew through that period, believe it or not, and just because people were at home, and the way that we promoted the business and just the way our advertising worked, it was so effective for that particular period of time because everyone was so onto it about their health and their breathing, and so we really hammered down onto that, and we had a lot of success. We actually grew through that period, and I've made a lot of changes to the business over the years that I've been running it. Now what I'm doing, because I've had so much success with it, and I've had quite a few people ask me to help them with it, we've decided to help other people like yourself to set this up, set a similar system up. The pricing and things may be different in different areas, but that's something that we can figure out together, making it quite inexpensive for guys like yourself to get something like this set up and just working, something that is going to work. You've got someone to help you that knows what they're doing, knows how to set this sort of digital stuff up, because a lot of you out there, some of you are still using a diary, a written diary, we can move you towards the digital way of doing things. And when you do that, when you open yourself up to the digital world, there's so many ways that you can outsource the work then. For instance, if you've got a digital diary or a software, which is what we use, you can get virtual assistants that are very, very cheap. And you don't have to pay super, you don't have to pay taxes, you don't have to pay holidays. They're never sick, they're always at work. And you can rely on them to do the work for you for around between $5 and $10 an hour. So at the end of the week, instead of paying a receptionist $1,000 and then holidays and then sick pay and then all the stuff, super, tax, all that stuff that goes with it, you can do those jobs inexpensively by hiring someone that's good at what they do. They know what they're doing with all this digital stuff. And if it's just a simple job like, answering inquiry and booking them into an online diary system, which you'll be able to upload or see on your phone through an app, it becomes, the business then becomes a little bit friendlier and a little bit easier to manage for you. You're going to get a lot more time back to do things you like on the weekends instead of having to chase work. There's just so many benefits with using our process and our system. And look, I just wanted to show you that it's real and that I'm just a normal bloke like you. But I've got the experience and the knowledge of running a business like this, using online marketing, online diaries, if you want to call it, or a CRM is the term that we use. But anyway, look, I thought I'd just start with that. You can see here My Aircon Care, which is the name of the company that we've grown. Yeah, we've got 4,500 followers, 4,000 likes. These are all organic. I've never really ran ads to try and get, likes and followers and that. This is all organic stuff that we've just grown from the ads, mainly from the paid ads that we use. We get a lot of people coming here and liking and following from that because we're giving them good information about their air conditioner, and then we provide them a service that is a good experience for them. From the time of booking the job to doing the job, and even after the job, when we follow them up and ask them for a review. So you can see here in our reviews tab, 375-star reviews. You can scroll through and have a look at them. There's so many of them. They're all positive. There's lots of stuff, but mostly, I just wanted to show you this page just so you can see that it was real, and that we're just a real company. There's me on doing a video. So sometimes I do live videos and things like that, just to build a little bit of build a relationship with the audience. Some people are just on the edge of making a decision, so doing a video like that, which is just a live video of me doing a job, can work really well. So those are the little things that, if you're interested in doing, I can help you set up. All right, so I've got a little bit of a presentation that I'll show you just to give you the ins and outs of it all. I won't keep you too long. I know you've probably got things to do. You don't want to sit here and watch this all for ages. But let me just show you what it is, what it's about, and after you watch the video, you can either give me a call, send me a text, or just respond via email that you want to get it set up and going, and I'll give you a tingle back, and we can just get it set up. It'll probably take me a day or two to get it set up for you. All right, so I'll get into this presentation. All right, so the software that we use is called JobWeb. It's our own software that I have come across, again, just by doing this for years and years. It's a software management system that manages all of the data, all of the leads. The reason I like to use it is because when you're spending money on advertising, you want to be able to track every dollar that you spend, and be able to know how much you're spending to how much work you're getting, or how much money you're bringing in the door. That number is so important for you to be able to, if you're interested in scaling your business and adding more and more people to it. That number is so important, because once we have that number, we can then turn your ads up, and we know how many jobs we're going to get for however much money we've spent. So say it costs $5 to get one job, you spend $20, you get 5 jobs. Okay, 4 jobs. Jeez. So that's how it would work, in a nutshell. Okay, so we can go further into that, when we start working together. But yeah, look, this is me. This is my family. I'm the director and creator of My Aircon Care. A few pictures. There's my wife, and my son, and my daughters. Just a family guy, and that runs a business. And I've done a good job of getting My Aircon Care up and running, and we've developed this great system now that we can duplicate and put it inside of your company. All right, so the beginning of the process, this is how it all works. So we create a Facebook ad, and the ads that we use, the ones that we would set up for you, have all been tested and proven, and they get really good results. They get people that want your services. And depending on the price point, of course, will depend on how many you convert in your given area. I'll give you an example. In Sydney, New South Wales, our clients, I charge around $250, and I get it quite easily because of our it's my dog. Just because of our track record, the reviews, all that sort of stuff. When I first started doing it, I started at about $150, I think, per clean. And gradually, I've just built it up to $250. Okay, and we get it all the time. Our recurring customers, we charge $250 for. And we've got thousands and thousands of recurring customers that come back to us each and every year because we rebook them once the job's complete. We ask them if they were happy with it, if they want to leave a review, and if they'd like to rebook. And a lot of the time, they either rebook or we remind them. And this is something that we can automate by putting that into the software. The software then messages the people 4 weeks out of their appointment, and we rebook them in at that point as well. All right, so it all starts from here, though. It all starts from this Facebook ad. Okay, so we're informing people of the health dangers of an air conditioner and why it's important to clean them. That's the basis of the ad, and then we just build on that. And depending on the season, we will change the ad to suit. And that's something that we can show you once you become a part of our community. And then what we do is we capture the lead in Messenger. We don't use lead capture forms or websites, or we don't send them to an outside place. We use Facebook Messenger. When they click on the ad, an automated message comes up and asks them if they're interested in a quote. They say yes, and then that whole conversation is automated from that point, as long as they put the right words in. So we ask them to say the right things, and a lot of the time people do, but yes, you still have to monitor it. Don't get me wrong, this isn't just set and forget it. You still need to monitor it to make sure everything's going right. Then the next part of it is, we follow them up. Say they didn't book on the day, we follow them up and give them information through Messenger or email, because we ask them for their email. That's all done on automation as well. I'm using the software, using JobWeb. Now, if they do book, the appointment is booked, they're scheduled in a suitable time and day. Obviously, we all know that process. We do it every day. We book. If someone calls you, you tell them about the job and you book it in. It's that simple. But the main reason we're getting the amount of work that we're getting, and the way that this system works so well is this Facebook ad. This is the start of it all. We are working on other things like TikTok, which is really working really well, which is another platform that's going to be an up-and-coming platform that's really starting to work well. There's also Instagram. I've always found that Instagram didn't work anywhere near as good as Facebook, though. Facebook just has the better quality leads. The demographics are just different. The people that use Facebook are different to the people that use Instagram, and that's why you get the better results. Now, I also have a very small budget on Google Ads, which all I do, the only reason I run Google Ads is for retargeting. So when people click on my Facebook ad, we have them retargeted around the internet with a Google ad, which is really inexpensive, but it's something that I do also set up as well. We can talk more about that as well as you get involved. All right, so customer communication. So I just wanted to cover this. Everybody has their own way of doing this, but this is basically on the a few days before the job, the day of the job, and after the job as well. Okay, so we have a system set up for that as well. So a few days before, we check in with the customer, make sure they're still okay with the appointment. Why we do that is because it gives you time to recover that appointment. If they have to remove it or they have to change it for some reason, they got sick, their dog got sick, their bloody whatever got crook or whatever, you know what I mean, something happened, they forgot that someone's birthday, or they got a barbecue on or something like that. You just want to make sure you check that. So we have a system in place that we do that. This is what I do, and it's up to you if you want to do this, but I do this and it works for me really well. Let the customer know you're on the way with a simple text. Again, because something may have happened on the day and they're not going to be there, and you don't want to drive all the way to the job and find out that they're not going to be there. Again, this is basic stuff that you probably already do, but I just want to explain our system thoroughly so you can understand it. But also I do this to break the ice with the customer. So when you get there, you've already spoken to them. You don't get that. I don't really get nervous, but some people do get a bit nervous at the front door and things like that. This way, you've already spoken to them. It breaks the ice, and away you go. You're on with your rapport building and getting on with the job. Okay, and then when you're on the job, you want to educate the customer on why units develop mold, and recommend rebooking today for 12 months time, or I also say, or you can have a reminder, because some people want a reminder as opposed to booking the job in on the day. All right, and then afterwards we want to follow up. So, and I call this secure. So message goes out to rebook. So we send a message out. We send one out for the morning jobs at about 1 o'clock, and then about 5:30 the afternoon jobs get one as well. And that's just to give us a review. We send them the link to do that, so they can just click on the link. It's really simple. They go, they leave the review, and off we go. Off they go to the next one. And we also ask them again if they'd like to rebook. So we're asking them quite a few times to do that, but it's there just to make sure that we get that rebooking, because like when you rebook someone, I can't express how important it is to do that, because you're spending money on advertising. You want to make sure that you're getting the most out of it. And rebooking them, you're doubling up your conversion rate, aren't you? Because you're rebooking them again for next year. You're not going to have to spend that money to fill that appointment again. And you get my point. All right, so go on to the next slide. So the JobWeb is a data management software. So what it does is it collects data from all over the place. Any leads that you're collecting from Google, from Instagram, from TikTok, from Facebook, from your website. We can set up a form on your website which will collect the data, and you'll see it in your conversations tab inside of the software. All leads and phone calls go direct to the software. Nothing is missed. So we can set it up so you're getting all your phone calls and the things are getting recorded. There's so many things. I mean, you don't really need that yourself. That's more for like a sales team or something like that. But if you want to set up missed call text back, so what will happen is someone calls your phone, you missed the call, they get a text back saying, "Hey, sorry I missed your call. How can I help you?" And what happens is that conversation is then tracked inside of the software, and you can talk to them through the software, or you have a assistant or someone in your office that talks to them via the software. So you're never really missing any leads, because sometimes people will call you and then you'll forget to call them back, and then all of a sudden they just get lost in your phone somewhere, and that's money that you're never going to get again. But this particular software actually records that for you, records the phone number, and also records if they send a text message back. You can talk to them via the software. Booked jobs acquired is tracked. So anything that's booked, obviously that number's tracked. Your Facebook ad spend is tracked as well. As I spoke about before, knowing those numbers so you can scale the business up. So we have automations set up to qualify and get leads a quote, so you strike while the iron's hot. So what I mean by that is when you get a lead come in, let's say you're on a job and you're not able to attend to that lead, what will happen is the automation will qualify them, so it'll ask them all the questions that you need, whatever you want to set up. If you want to use our system, which I highly recommend you do, it's all set up ready to go. Basically, it asks them a series of questions, they answer it, and right at the end of it, you can then pick up the conversation from there. So, and that would be asking them if they're interested in booking. So that will happen while you're on the job, or you can have, again, your assistant looking after it, or you can have a virtual assistant as well. So leads are segmented into categories for different jobs. I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. And we've gone over the missed call to text. And I highlighted this down the bottom here. Everything is tracked so we can measure and improve. It's the number one rule when you're running paid traffic. If you can't track it, right, you can't improve it. And that is a very basic, simple thing that not a lot of people do. They'll spend money on getting leads and spend money on getting, ads on Facebook or Google, and they don't know how to track it. They don't know how to read the results, and they don't know how to improve it. And that is something that I specialize in. That's what I've been doing for the last 8 years. That's what I've been doing. So that's something that you'll get when you work with me. All right, so with the leads added automatically in real time to a tracking sheet. Right, so this is getting a little bit more complicated for someone that if you've never seen a tracking system or a software that can automate things for you. This is getting a little bit complicated, but this is one of the best features of this software. Okay, as people are going through the conversation with you, what the software will do it'll put them into categories, and as you can see on the screen here, you've got new lead, watched video, because what we do is a part of our process is we send them to a video of the job. So if it's a split system cleaning job, we send the video to them to watch, which gives them a very thorough overview of the whole process, so they can see exactly what they're getting and what they're paying for. That part there is how we get the good money for the jobs. All right, so they watch the video. If they don't go past watching the video, they stay in that column. Okay. Now the next part is you got book, split system, book, ducted, not interested, and there's a couple more columns after that. Now, depending on what the customer chooses will depend on what column they go in. Okay, and the system will automatically update that as they go through the funnel, as they go through the message sequence. Okay, let me see if I can pull one up for you. Where are we? All right, this is inside of it. This is inside of the software. I'll just move my head, put it there. All right, here we go. So, yes, please, I'd like a quote. Thanks for that. What type of system do you have? Da 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 da. 2 split systems and a ducted. All right, so he said split system first, so he's going to get the split system quote. This is kind of why you have to watch it in a way, because obviously there's another system that we need to give him a quote for on that one. But this is what happens. They do this, and then they have to click on which they'll go to our website, and they'll watch our video demonstration. Okay, and then what will happen is a couple of, let's just say 3 or 4 minutes later, after they've watched the video, they get our pricing, which is detailed here. Okay, call out fee included in price. So we've played around with this, and we found that this is the best way to do it, the one that gets the most conversions. Removal of covers and filters, 125, 125, 250. Okay, all right, and then what will happen is about a minute later, this message comes up. Does this sound like it's something you want done? If you're a pensioner, you get 10% off. For your ducted, all right, I actually jumped in here. 250 for the ducted. So you're looking at 750 all up for 3. All right. So that's a demonstration there of that process. Okay. Now, as they're going through that process, they're then individually categorized into these different categories, and that's something that the software does automatically for you, and it's already set up, ready to go. I'll show you in here where it is. If you come into opportunities here, sip my coffee there, you can see here they're all come in here. Now, another really good reason why I do this is because I like to split these up in case I want to send out an email to them, or I want to send out a bulk message and offer them a deal. And I've got another video which I'll do for you. What we do every season before winter, we send out a winter deal, so an end of summer deal. To all of our people that have inquired over the last 12 months, and that could be 10, 20,000 people over that period of time, and that message goes out to them, and every time I do it, I book my calendar out for the next month or two, because so many people want it, and that's the old 20% discount off our regular price message, and it works extremely well. But you have to have a big database of people. So you only do it once a year. and it works extremely well. But that's just another strategy that I can show you how to do, as you get involved. All right, so I think I've got a little bit of a case study here, just to give you an example of how we measure things, what an average week with the system would look like. More than likely after a month or two. Okay, it's going to take a little bit of time to get going. The ads will work straight away. That's not what I mean. What I mean by that is you need to get a bit of momentum up, and you will start getting bookings straight away. But for these kind of results, I'd expect about a month or two before you do that. Which is why this isn't going to be expensive for you to do. Okay, so don't get too concerned with that. What you should be worried about is getting this set up. If you don't have anything like this set up, you really should think about getting it set up as soon as possible, because the sooner you do, the sooner that momentum will pick up for you, and you'll just have a lot more work coming in. Or you'll have a different way of getting the work as opposed to referrals and relying on repeat customers all the time. So these are our calculated results, and these are actual real results. These are from our campaign that we run, and this is an average week for us. If I'm just running one person, this is about what I would spend on one person per week. So your average lead cost is about $7. Conversion to job is 22.8%. So that means for every 100 leads, 22 of them convert to paying customers. I think it was a little bit higher than that on our results before, but it doesn't matter. This is just an example of a regular week. So we charge $250 per job. This number will vary, a minimum $220, depending on the customer, depending if you're a pensioner or not. So your total ad spend, let's just say you spent $100 a day, is $700. So your revenue generated 22 times 250 equals $5,500. And that's just an average kind of week. Obviously, if you halve that, you're going to earn less than that. One of our clients, I'll take you in and show you the results he's getting. He runs a little bit of a different style of business. He does it a little bit cheaper, but he books a lot of work. He turns about 700 into about 8 each week. Let me have a quick look. I'll show you. Take you in his account. Just move it out of the way. Gonna have to reset that Google. Where are we? Let's go to reporting. Book ads. And we'll go to the dashboard actually. Alright, so where is he? Let's go, I don't know, let's go to the last 7 days. So from the 1st of May to the 8th of May, his conversion rate was 86.27%. He's running a little bit of a different offer. He's a little bit cheaper. I think he does the $110 or something like that for a basic clean, and then he does a premium clean as well. So he gets a bit of a mixed bag of results in there. But he spends $700 a week. That's exactly what he spends. It should show us that. He spends $700 a week on his ads, and that's the kind of dough that he makes, and that's in Queensland, in Brisbane. And that's from that's colder months, 1st of May to the 8th of May. Let's go back another week, just show you how consistent it is. And let's go from the 23rd to the 30th. All right, 39, 6,230, 74.36. And I'll tell you what that is. We changed the advertising from one ad to the next because of the season change. Let's go back to March Right, 3,787. Let's go from there to there. 6,853. Let's go from here to here. 7,584. So you see, it gets better and better and better as he goes through. But that's an example of one of the clients that we've got. All right, so I'll go through what's involved in it and what you get with it, which I've pretty much explained everything. So what we will do is set all of this up for you and manage it for you. And that's just the ads. So basically, there's always leads coming in. That's what I will make sure for you. You're always going to have leads coming in. I'll give you all the sales scripts that we use. You can use my videos and things like that if you want. Or I can show you how to shoot a really easy video on your services. That's not a problem. And all right, so this is what you'll get with working with us. So what we do is, this is the job web and management bundle. So that's for me to basically oversee everything for you with the ads. So make sure that they're working all the time. As I said before, make sure you've got leads coming in, and make sure you've got jobs coming in as well. So you got those leads are converting, and we'll figure it out for you. We'll make sure we can figure out exactly what's going to work best for you. All right. So we're going to give you the seasonal ads that work. So we've got ads that work in winter, ads that work in summer. Okay. The video quotes. If you want to use my videos, you're more than welcome to. They work really, really well. They explain the service, and they explain what the customer's going to get. So we've got the lead capture, the client acquisition, unlimited revision, split test to achieve lower cost per customer, which I'll do for you. The expert ad copy, which is the ad copy that I've created and perfected over the last few years. Detailed monthly advertising reports, follow-up messages, sales scripts, all the stuff that I've just gone through with you. Funnel system design for aircon cleaning clients, which is customizable to your business. Automated lead follow-up, before and after job nurture system, which we went through at the start. The missed call to text message follow-up, automated emails, calendar integration. If you don't have a calendar, I will give you a really good one to use, which is called Setmore. We use that one, and it's just a fantastic calendar. You get a phone app as well for this software and for the calendar. Where are we? Now, if you want a virtual assistant, that is going to be an extra cost, but we can talk about that later down the track. You might want to get one if you can't handle the lead volume, because it will come in hard and fast, and it can be a little bit overwhelming. But we have solutions that are, as I said to you before, really cost effective. You don't have to pay super, all that stuff that comes with an employee. So I've actually got two of them that I use. Just let me know, and we can get that sorted for you. So they book in the jobs, they handle the missed call text backs. You'll never miss another lead or job again, and you get your life back. Okay, because these systems are great and they work extremely well, but they can get a little overwhelming. You can always turn the ads off as well. If it's coming in too much and the volume's too high, you can turn them off if you want. Excuse me. Right, so you got the automated lead follow-up. But we've already gone through that. I don't know even why I put that in there again. All right, so to the cost of it. So pricing and onboarding. So set up and onboarding is $150. As I said to you, it's very inexpensive to get this started. Okay, some people charge a lot more than that, but I know that this stuff works. So I'm really just keen to get you set up and get you on board. And the management fee is $500 per month. Okay, so that's $125 a week, which is for a business owner is nothing, absolutely nothing. So that obviously includes everything we've gone through: ad management for socials, access to lead management software and all features. So obviously I'll set it all up, provide you with a login, show you which app to download from the App Store on your phone, and away you go. So you also, one thing I didn't message is you can leverage My Aircon Care's credibility, and we can promote you as a trusted partner if you want to. You don't have to. If you want to, you can. Also, we'll be running the ads from my ad account. Okay, the ad account that I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in, and you'll be able to use that credibility as well. Not the credibility, it's more just the brains of that ad account. Okay, as you spend money, the algorithm inside of your ad account gets cleverer and cleverer and puts the ad in front of the right people. All right, my phone is always on, even on a Sunday after hours. You send me a message or you call me, I'll call you back. Okay, I'll always call you back. Monthly reports on ad spend and jobs acquired, follow-up messages, videos, sales scripts. Okay, some additional costs will apply if you want 1-800 numbers. This stuff isn't really going to apply. If you want a 1-800 number, you can. Also, there's another cost for your booking software, but it's not essential. And I also mentioned as well, you have to pay for your ad spend. So if you want to spend $10 a day, $20 a day, you'll have to pay for that. Okay, but there's no way that I can pay for it out of $500. I'll be broke. But anyway, I hope this explains everything for you. If you've got any questions at all, please let me know. I've tried to lay it out as simply as I could for you so you can understand it. It is paid advertising that I have absolutely perfected for this particular niche. If you're not sure about anything, please don't disregard it. Please just call me and we can talk about it. I promise you this, if you snap up the area now, you will keep it for a long time, because this stuff works. Okay, I've built a business over the last 4 years. I've purchased a $1.2 million home using it. It works. It works fantastic. I work with people all over the place, and they all enjoy working with me. I'll just actually, while you're here, I'll show you one of the guys I've been working with was kind enough to write me a review the other day. Let me show you that. Where is it? I'll go to my personal page. Alright, and these are the campaign results that I just showed you actually. This is on my page here. Okay, so I've been in business for 1 year when I met Jason. It's been a few months since I engaged him. He's been with me for a few months now. To be honest, exactly what I needed. Right time. I had spent thousands on Facebook ads, hit and miss style. Now I've got structure and growth plan. I can see I would have struggled in the second year. I'm not just rudderless business anymore. We have a growth plan. The current ad campaign is killing it. Thanks, mate. So I'll post that below the video too, so you can see. But I just wanted to show you that I do have other people that are using it, and they're getting great results. So if you do want to learn more about this and you want to us to put this inside of your business, please let us know. I would be more than happy to help you to get this sorted. All right, thanks very much.